Meek Mill weighs in on Tekashi 6ix9ine ratting and paperwork that appears to corroborate the claims that Tekashi 6ix9ine will indeed go down in the Hall of Fame of rats. Let's talk about it. Shout out to the Ritz. I just stumbled out the Ritz, still ghetto is a... Yeah, what up, y'all? It's the Crown Prince, aka Mr. Anti-Goofy. No goofy shit in my comments, please. Now, I got some very interesting paperwork that I just want to add to the discussion. But before we get to that paperwork, I want to talk real quick about Meek Mill weighing in on Tekashi 6ix9ine. Now, Meek Mill took to Twitter. First of all, Meek Mill took to Twitter is hilarious. But that's what he did. Meek Mill took to Twitter and spoke about Tekashi 6ix9ine and this new revelation about him ratting. And here's what he had to say. He said, "That's a shame. When I came home, everybody was like he got some real dudes backing him. And I was like, how? Y'all better stop running behind rappers acting like y'all ready to throw y'all lives away over some stupid shit." The stupid shit in this case, of course, being Tekashi 6ix9ine. It still boggles my mind how a bunch of well-known, well-respected, hardcore street gangsters thought this was a good idea. And shout out to Scumlord Dizzy, man, because he don't get enough credit. If you don't know who Scumlord Dizzy is, go look him up. Now let's get into this paperwork, though. Okay, now what we have here is paperwork from Tekashi 6ix9ine's lawyer, Lance Lazaro, after he was removed from the case temporarily for now. And I'm going to read these first couple of lines just so y'all can follow along. It says, "Regarding the conflict of interest raised during the January hearing, I dismiss the accusation that it is based around my previous relationship with the co-defendant Mr. Fahim Walter and Mr. Kafano Jordan." Now this is where the shit starts. It says, "Daniel Hernandez will be a free man within August 5th, 2019, but only if, number one, Deal B that was agreed on gets put in motion, and number two, I am still representing Mr. Daniel Hernandez." Now let's take a pause and talk about that. It says Daniel Hernandez will be a free man within August 5th, 2019. This is before the trial even starts. The trial is set to begin on September 4th, 2019. Why would Daniel Hernandez be a free man on August 5th? The why is because he already made a deal. I'm going to tell you what that means to me, and I would love to hear what you think it means to you. To me, a free man means he's already made a deal and they've offered him time, which looks like a year, which he'll do 85% of, and around August, he'll be looking at time served. Now let's go back up to where Mr. Lazaro says, "I dismiss the accusation that it is based around my previous relationship with the co-defendant Mr. Fahim Walter and Mr. Kafano Jordan." Here he is saying they don't want me off the case because of my previous relationships with them. They want me off the case so that they can disrupt this deal. Now let's go back to number two. He's saying Mr. Hernandez will be a free man if, number two, I am still representing Mr. Hernandez. Mrs. Dawn Florio will confirm Plan B February 20th, whether I am present at court or not. I will not negotiate another solution, simply because there are no other solutions that I am aware of. The letter containing information about my previous relationship with the other co-defendants was indeed sent before the deadline, January 28th, 2019. If not accepted and Deal B gets unlawfully dismissed, I will consider it an unlawful act by the Federal Court of New York. I will then consider leaving it up to Congress or the President himself. I have now done everything that has been required from me in legal terms, and the letter provides the clarification about my relationships with the co-defendants and why it will not affect Mr. Daniel Hernandez. Now again, I'm just adding this paperwork to the discussion. So for those who say there is no paperwork, it's too early, TMZ is grasping for straws, I would love to hear your ideas of what you think Plan B is. For all the other people, and I won't say the smart people because I don't want to insult anybody, I want to know how many people do you think Plan B is going to put under a federal facility? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. It's the Crown Prince. Like, comment, subscribe, y'all. I'm out.